I first got K from a buddy of mine that hooked me up with bags a lot. He told me it was a cat tranquilizer, and that if you snort just a tiny little line, you'll feel kinda drunk for about half an hour. Sounded cool, so I tried it. The first few times I took small-ass doses, which did in fact fuck me up for a while, but nothing revolutionary. Then one night while playing video games with my friends, I decided to try a little more for added effect. A few minutes later I called myself out of the game and laid back while my buddies kept on playing. I started to feel real weird real quick. I was struck with the simultaneous sensation that I was going to die, but was at completely comfortable. This worried me, not knowing anything really about the drug, its true effects, dosage, and overdose amounts. I felt my spirit pull away from my body and hover over the room. I could look down and see all three of us on the couch, but was unable to speak. I just remember thinking, I'm going to die right here and now, and these two idiots have no idea what is going on. This state existed for a while, but slowly began to fade and I started to regain some control over my body. An hour or so later, I felt all right, so I decided to go home and research this shit to find out what the hell had happened. I stopped off at Erowid, studied up, and decided to go have a real experience the next day, confident that the doses I had available couldn't actually kill me. I went back to my friend's house. No one was home, packed up a bong and smashed up a bunch of K to snort. I'm not really sure how much it was, but it was a big fat line, and it was plenty to do the trick. Within minutes my head felt as if I had just hit 3 whippets, but instead of the buzz fading, it just accelerated and changed over the next several minutes. I popped in some underworld, some of the best trip music ever, and laid back on the couch with my eyes closed, the only way to do it. I remember first seeing, or sensing, my own soul, then feeling it fold in upon itself. I was engaged in a mad descent, like I was falling, but faster than I should have, and much, much farther. I thought I was going straight through the earth. Until I realized that where I was had nothing to do with earth, or physical reality for that matter. I felt myself become one with indescribable force that seemed to blanket the universe. My fall ended, and I began next to ascend back upwards. Then my spirit started to rocket to the right and left. I felt as if I was traversing the entire cosmos in a matter of moments. All thoughts of this world were blotted out of my mind. Everything on earth seemed so useless to me, so material and unimportant. I was in a place beyond things. Only spirit, energy, and consciousness. It was so peaceful and blissful, I never wanted to come back. After settling into the trip a little, I made it my mission to find God. I found myself chanting His name in Hebrew, Yahweh, over and over again, covering my head with my hands. I dropped off the couch and fell on my knees as I called out to God. Fully surrendering myself to Him, I felt the Spirit of the Lord wash over me like a gigantic tidal wave of goodness. Words cannot ever describe this feeling. The closest I can come is to say, pure awesome. I felt peace, joy, and contentment on a level I had never before imagined possible. People question these claims, but I have never known anything to be more real in my life. I took a step outside of physical, rational reality, and into the unseen astral realm, which exists both within and beyond our world. I would not trade this single experience for any amount of money, drugs, or sex this world could offer me. I realized that there is so much more out there than our petty pleasures and hang-ups. God granted me wisdom and understanding, just as He promises in the Bible. I'm not afraid to die anymore, because I believe that I have seen what is next. It helped me to put this entire crazy world and my own life into a much better, healthier, and positive perspective. After about an hour and a half, I started to come down. I could tell when I got my first itch, and got up the strength to smoke some weed and have a cigarette. I stayed still for quite a while afterwards to keep from horking and just kept smoking to calm down my gut a little. The come down kinda sucked, but the trip itself was well worth it. It blows away LSD and shrooms on virtually every level. I am a changed man as a result of snorting some K. To most rational thinkers, this is ridiculous, as a man-made drug can't bring you to the spiritual realm. I beg to differ. You don't know what it's like until you try it. As I believe that a K-hole is a jaunt into the spectral, I believe that the state of your spirit going into the trip greatly affects the experience. If you go to seek God, He will show Himself to you. If you go to honor yourself or seek the devil, you can find him too. I think this is probably the real reason that some people report having great trips while others think it sucks. Voluntary excursions into death.